all the element called
Okay, 1965 and in music, I was a new kid on the block. New kid on the block, everybody was talking about Milford Graves. Milford Graves was the guy. I mean, and I'm just like fascinated. You know, I'm just bouncing around, man, you know. But the beautiful part about it, I was still humble, man. It didn't go through my head. Like I was this guy, or I was that guy. That was the beauty of it. That's why I was able to succeed and maintain myself. I didn't get cocky, man, and say, well, I'm the man, I'm number one and all this stuff, all this here and all of that there. Because I've never said I'm no number one drummer, I'm no best drummer. I don't say that. I said I'm a musician, a drummer that just wants to be flexible, just wants to constantly be creative. We all do what we do. And at the end of the day, we have to measure what we do and see how it fits into the grand plan of nature and where's it going to take us. So I'm a new kid on the block. And okay, and this was before 1970, and I had 4 kids. And reality hit me that I wasn't going any place. You know, I wasn't going to drop my family. I wasn't going to be that deadbeat pops man who just abandoned his family, you know, went on and hung out in Europe or any other place. And so I said, man, I got responsibility. So I said, I got to raise these 4 kids, man, and take care of what I got to do. I said, I think I'm going to have to get me a day job to make some money. I didn't want to go back and do any kind of work. So I was able to work things out. And in 1969, I said, okay, I'm going to go back to school. I said, I'm going to study some medical laboratory technology. Because I always had an interest in science and medicine. I graduated from the school, and I was 32, so I was serious at that time. I was serious as can be about being taking care of the household and doing my lab work. The gig came fine. I said I was going to be a short-time kid on the block, and that was over, man. Took the city exam, got my permit to work in the lab, and so I was legal. Then I found out this job with this guy, Dr. Katz, who was a veterinarian. It was K-A-T-Z, okay? So he took me in, and he was cool, man. He knew my ability and my skill, and he gave me full operations of the lab. He was over on 12th Street in Manhattan, man. And I was doing it, man. I was doing everything. And then I started going back and thinking about how all the ancient guys, to be a really respected person, you were a warrior, and I was doing karate at that time. I did all that Korean karate, so I had the karate, and okay, I'm doing lab work. I said, those guys were the healers, they were scientists, man. I'm doing my drumming, so I just locked everything in without worrying, how did they relate? So I started putting all the stuff together. My martial arts served me because it was able to cool out a lot of stress, because in that whole jazz environment, man, there was a lot of nasty guys in there, man, who was not just about music, that was very belligerent, man. They want to fight you, throw you around, you know, to do all kind of garbage. So I said, everything filled, and I said, so I needed everything, man, just to be able to get out on that stage and play without being intimidated by some bullies that was there, man, to scare you so you wouldn't play correctly. I had to heal myself, man, because I was out there eating bad, you know, drinking too much of the bad alcohol, man. And that was before I came on to be the new kid on the block. I was just playing on Latin music, so I had to bring myself back in with herbs. So by that time, I saw, wow, man, so if you out here playing, man, you got to know how to take care of yourself. So I never saw it as a separate thing, man. You know, and then, like I say, going back into the old text and reading how the really respected, you know, a person of wisdom was a multidisciplined person. First you do it because it was something you're supposed to do. That was the hip thing to do. But then when you start getting experiences, you say, oh, wow, I see the necessity of this, man. This is very important.